Hi guys, it's the man from Amsterdam here, and today we're doing something a bit different. Today I'll be showing you how to beat Contra on the NES. As you all know, it's one of the hardest games in the system and lots of people have trouble beating it. In this video I'll do my best to show you the methods I use to beat this game. I'll walk you through level by level, giving commentary and tips. And now I'm sure there are other better ways to beat this game, but this is how I do it. And hopefully I can help you out. So let's do this. Now the first thing you want to do is get used to the controls. They're quite easy. There's just two buttons, jump and shoot. You can shoot in all 8 directions and you can also shoot while jumping, which makes this game a blast to play. Now another thing you can do is if you hold down and the jump button, you can move down another platform. This will be really useful later in the game, so be sure to get some practice. Sometimes you'll see these things in the wall. They're housing weapons and other useful items. You can break them open by shooting them. For instance, this one, M machine gun, is an automatic weapon where you just hold the button down to shoot. And it's slightly more powerful than your normal gun, while also shooting more bullets. There's a total of 4 different weapons. The best one is S, spread gun, but we'll cover that one a bit later. Sometimes you'll also see some sort of flying saucer in the air. You can shoot them to get an extra weapon. You can only hold one weapon at a time, and if you die, you lose it. So be careful not to get hit. If you move up to the right a bit, you'll see a bridge. I always recommend going over the bridge because I think it's a bit easier to attack the enemies that are waiting for you at the other side of the bridge. As soon as you get on the bridge, it explodes, so be sure to keep on jumping. My tip is to keep holding right and jump before you're on the bridge. After that, just keep tapping the jump button as quickly as you can while holding down the right button. That way you'll make sure you'll cross the bridge with no problems. After the first bridge, there's a second bridge. Do exactly the same thing. Quickly shoot the snipers and try to aim for the flying saucer that's above you, which holds the best weapon in the game, the spread gun. Make sure not to get hit, because after 3 hits it's all over. And the spread gun can shoot 5 bullets at a time, covering the entire screen. It's by far the best weapon in the game, so I recommend that weapon throughout the whole game, because it makes Contra a lot easier to beat. And without it, your life will be pretty miserable. Throughout the level you can also find other weapons, like the F, the flame shot. In my opinion, the flame shot is the worst weapon in the game. It can shoot up to 2 bullets at a time, which move extremely slow in circular motion. I never get used to the gun, so I try to avoid it as much as possible. One of the biggest tips I can give you is to take it slow. Don't rush. There's no timer, so there's no need to rush through the game. I always destroy everything on screen before I move on. That way I'm sure nothing can bite me in the ass later on. It goes with everything, including soldiers, turrets, or whatever else the game throws at you. Watch these jumps, because if you fall in the pit, it means certain death. Take it slow and you'll be fine for the next jumps. Next up you'll see an L weapon, which is the laser gun. It does massive damage, but it can only shoot 1 beam at a time, so it's rather slow and you gotta be precise. So only for experienced players. Another great tip is when there's a turret right in front of your face, you can just keep on ducking and you will evade all the bullets, like this. So keep that in mind and keep it slow. Once again, destroy the turret for a safe distance before moving on. Now we get to the first boss of the game. It's an extremely big enemy outpost. The first thing you want to do is shoot the sniper on top of the building. After that, if you stand on the highest platform, you'll be safe from all enemy attacks. If you move down 1 layer, you can easily shoot the turrets that are shooting you in order to kill them, without them reaching you. So just keep on shooting and eventually you'll destroy it. Now if you do not have the spread gun, you can always take out the turrets with your default weapon. And after that you can focus on the red blimp in the bottom. Shoot that a couple of times and it's done. Now for the second stage, the game changes up a bit. It's a semi-3D perspective as you move from room to room. Your goal here is to shoot the blue buttons. Shooting them destroys the wall, and after that you can advance to the next part of the stage. Now the same basic rules apply here. A great tip for these stages is to keep low when the enemy is shooting you, because no bullets can hit you when you're laying on the floor. Keep that in mind. Don't try to do this too quick, but instead only come up when it's safe to shoot. There's no time limit, so no need to stress it. Staying alive is the only thing that matters. If you accidentally press up, you walk into electricity. It will stun you for a brief moment, but not kill you. But watch out, because the enemy's bullets can hurt you while you're stunned. So try not to move into electricity. Sometimes you'll see a red soldier jumping across the field. If you shoot them, they'll throw out the weapon for you. So if you have your default gun, try and shoot him and pray to God you get the spread gun. From the second screen, there will also be turrets on the wall you can shoot. You don't have to shoot them to advance, but it makes your life a bit easier sometimes. Keep the ducking in mind to evade enemy attacks and just shoot the blue button. The next area is really easy. Stay in the middle, keep ducking, keep shooting. No bullets will hit you and you'll get it. After that, the game will throw rolling logs on the floor. These will hit you when you're ducking, so be aware. Shoot them to destroy them. You can only hit the turret on the wall by jumping and shooting. It's a bit tricky, so I recommend just leaving this turret and just going from the crouching position to a standing position to shoot the blue button. Just don't forget to shoot the logs that come at you. After that, it will be the last area of the stage. There's a big blue button you need to shoot a lot of times before you'll get it. Now soldiers will also throw grenades at you. They tend to throw them to the left and the right of the screen, so if you stand in the middle, you should be fine. You can ignore the turrets and just go from crouching to standing, evading the bullets and shooting the blue thing when you can. And after a couple of hits, it's done. The second stage boss will only appear if you shoot the turrets that shoot red bullets at you. You can only shoot them when they're open, so there's a small time frame to hit them. I always go for the one on the left first, because that's where I start. After the left turret is out of the way, move your way to the right and take that one out first. When the second is destroyed, focus your firepower on the things in the middle. After that, the boss will appear. Always take out the turrets first, because sometimes the boss will appear when you just destroy the two machines in the middle. When you have the spread gun, this boss is really easy. Just keep on shooting in the air. You can also shoot the projectiles that he throws at you. If you have the default gun, it will be a bit more difficult. I'd recommend you shooting up while also trying to shoot the projectiles, so you don't have to evade them and you know you'll stay safe. So that's the first two stages of the game. Keep it up, you're doing great. Next up is waterfall. Now it will get a bit more difficult, so beware. This time you need to move up the waterfall. There are rocks that are falling down, which you need to evade. You can shoot them, but they're slow, so you know when they're coming. You can only get hit by them when they're falling, not while they're spawning, so keep that in mind. For this next part, you stay on the left side and watch out for the sniper on the right. There's scuba divers in a waterfall that have a grenade launcher and shoot up. A bullet will explode and 3 bombs will fall out. Also watch out for the blast radius, because it will kill you. You can't kill them, but you can outrun them. After that there's a turret. You just shoot it from all the way down here before you make your way back up. Evade the flames and try to shoot the flying saucers. Now there's 2 items we've not seen before. It's B and R. R makes your bullets slightly quicker, so it's kind of like an upgrade to your current weapon. It doesn't matter which weapon you have, it always adds a little bit of extra oomph to your shots. The B is a shield, nothing can hit you, so just move your way up while you're invincible. I still recommend shooting the turrets, because you never know when your shield is gonna run out. Move your way on up, shooting the turrets and evading the grenade launching scuba divers. Keep it slow and you should be able to do it. Afterwards, you need to move up a small area, watch out for the sniper, and then you will reach the boss of this stage. Stay on the left or right side, shoot the arms first. After a while, he also opens his mouth to shoot 3 other projectiles at you, so make sure you have at least 1 arm out of the way before he starts doing that, otherwise it might get tricky. Now with the spread gun, the arms get destroyed in like no time at all. You gotta be aware of the timing. The arms move, but if you stay on the ground, they cannot reach you. But watch out for their projectiles. The arms will shoot every other second or so you know you have time to shoot them right after they shot. Try to memorize its timing and you should be fine. When the arms are out of the way, you're almost there. Focus your firepower on the alien. You can only do damage to it when its mouth open, but it always shoots in the same direction, so it shouldn't be too difficult, even if you have the default gun. Stage 4 is another semi-3D level. Now soldiers will also throw logs at you, so keep on ducking and shoot them if that happens. The button you need to shoot is covered underneath some metallic casing. Just shoot the casing a couple of times and the button will appear. Afterwards, shoot the button. Now the next part has 4 buttons you need to shoot. Just keep ducking and shoot them, evading logs, grenades and bullets. The next room is 2 hidden buttons. Once again, ignore the turret on the top and just alternate between crouching and standing up when you know it's safe to shoot. Next up is another easy area. Just keep crouching and shoot the buttons as they appear. Now the next part has 2 buttons on the left and the right side. My game is a bit glitched because there should be a red button on the right side as well. As you can see, you can still shoot it. After the second one is destroyed, that will be it. Next up is another easy area. Duck to shoot the logs, stand up to shoot the button. For the next area, the button will be on top, so you have to jump to hit it. Make sure to destroy the turret. If you don't, its bullets might hit you when you try to jump. After that, jump and shoot the button. Rinse and repeat. Next up is the last area, another big button you need to shoot. You can basically just ignore the turrets and just alternate between crouching and standing up. Remember, take it slow. This game is an endurance race, not a speed run. Before the next boss appears, you need to shoot some more machines in the turret. Watch out, because soldiers will come from the left and the right side and shoot in your direction. Try to shoot them first, because they only take up 1 hit. Afterwards, destroy the turret as quickly as possible, otherwise the boss will be really difficult. When that's done, you can focus your firepower on the boss. It's a twin boss. It goes into some sort of trick where it splits itself in 4, and you can only hit it when they're both together. So this boss actually has 2 sides, one on the left and one on the right. When the sides are together, you can shoot it. The boss shoots bubbles at you, which you can also destroy with your bullets. When you have the spread gun, just keep on shooting up and you'll win. If you have the default gun, it will be quite challenging. I'd recommend looking at your own character and at the bullets the boss throws at you. Focus your firepower on the bullets and keep shooting up when you can. Because the bubbles move in a weird pattern, it's easier to try to shoot them before they reach your player. That way you will make sure you'll not get hit. When they're both destroyed, you know you've made it halfway through the game. So congratulations. And that's it. You just beat half of Contra. Only 4 stages to go after this. The bad news is that the stage gets a lot harder from here on out, and it takes some real dedication and skill to beat these stages. But don't worry, I'll show you how in the next video. For now, thanks for watching and keep on gaming. Hi guys, it's the man from Amsterdam here. If you liked that video, don't forget to subscribe to see more videos like this. See ya!